My name is Nickel, Nickel, and this is Weird Glitches Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. In terms of the glitches that you're about to see, this has some of the craziest glitches in the Weird Glitches series to date. If you're new to the channel, there are a whole lot more Weird Glitches videos here, as well as a Weird Facts series that I would definitely suggest you checking out. Also, most of the videos I make here are based on suggestions, so feel free to tweet me any suggestions for future videos you might have at @onickel. Keep in mind, of course, each one of these videos takes a great deal of time to make, but I'm doing my best to maintain the quality while getting them out to you as fast as possible. So, it's pretty safe to say that Hoenn is a water-themed region, so a lot of water-based things were integrated into the game, like diving and a lot more surfing, which would naturally lead to a few more glitches involving water. In the Pokemon Weird Glitches series here on the Nickel channel, there have been a few surf glitches, but this one is the best one of all of them, and probably one of my favorite glitches in the series so far. Unfortunately, this is only for the Japanese version of the game, but if you can get your hands on a copy, I'd suggest checking this out. Right now I'm at Route 118, which is east of Mauville City. What you need to do is use the acro bike to hop north or south so that you're landing on the tile adjacent to the water tile. If you manage to push A at the exact right frame, you will be able to prompt the surf dialog box. When it pops up, choose yes, and you will be able to surf on land. You'll wind up in surf mode on this corner below the rock right next to the water, and the second I got on the surf, I just took off north to explore. I tried checking to see if I could find any other weird properties, like if I could use a surf mode to get into trees, or go through signs, or buildings or something, but nothing like that seemed to work. It more or less just treats you like you're walking, but at the pace of surfing. I also thought that maybe by loading new regions of the map, like going into different routes or into different cities, the map would maybe have some effect on it, like kicking me off the surf and making me walk, but nothing changed. I don't know why, but it feels pretty awesome to be able to surf on land. You should definitely try it out if you can. Surf in USA! Or surf in Japan, I guess. So strangely enough, you can't surf back onto the water, which kind of makes sense because you're trapped in that region without having a transitional effect to push you over. You can basically go all over. Look how far away from the original spot I go. I kind of had a hard time trying to figure out how to get out of this mode, and the only way I could stop surfing was by entering a building. If you go to Oldale Town and talk to this guy, he'll ask you to come with him and take you to the pokemart and try to give you a potion. But if your bag is too full, he'll say, "Too bad, the bag is full." And that's the end of the conversation. But if you go up to Route 103 to reset and come right back into Oldale Town, you'll find that the Pokemart guy is in the exact same position we left him in, but he's still programmed to take you up and give you a potion, which will lead you to walk straight through the Pokemart and into the trees above it. This might be the first glitch I've seen besides the Void glitch where you can walk through a Pokemart. Luckily, since you didn't get trapped so far into the trees, you'll be able to escape by going down. I would try doing it again, but leaving to Route 103 to reset and then coming back keeps them in the trees, which you can't re-access even though you just came out of them. When you beat the gym leader Brawly in Dewford City, if you go up to the statue at the front of the gym and push A, it will read Dewford Pokemon Gym, Brawly Certified Trainers, and your name will be listed. The strange part is that the wall behind it also says the same thing when you go up to it and push A. And it's not the whole wall, it's just a patch directly behind the statue. It's a pretty random glitch. If you enter a battle and you're able to land an attack that deals over 33,037 damage, then the opposing Pokemon will faint, but none of its HP bar will be drained. It does so much damage that the game is just like, nah, you're just dead. So how would you get your attack to be over 33,037 damage? Well, in this case, just as an example, I repeatedly used the move Calm Mind over and over again. Calm Mind raises your special attack stats. Once it was high enough, then I just used the move Water Spout, which is a special attacking move. And boom, no animation for it dropping down, he just gone. If you don't remember what the HP bar does normally, you can see here that it's supposed to animate itself going down to 0. And what happens if you somehow manage to deal exactly 33,037 damage? The HP bar will fall to 0 instantly without any delay. This glitch is based on the signature move Payday from our little Team Rocket buddy Meowth. That's right. In this generation, Persian can learn it by leveling up also, but we're going to use Meowth here. You can see here that before the match we have 252 Pokédollars. The way Payday works is Meowth will throw coins at the opponent in order to deal damage, and in Ruby and Sapphire the amount of coins thrown will be based on multiplying Meowth's level times 5. So if you win the match, you should get that back, and if Meowth is holding the amulet coin, you should get that back doubled. For some reason, if you have Meowth hold the amulet coin and use Payday, it won't display as expected. Meowth is level 20 here, so 20 times 5 is 100, but double that for the amulet coin should be 200. When the battle was over, it said I had only won 100. Luckily, this is only a display issue, because if we check our Pokédollars again after the match, we see that we have a total of 452 Pokédollars, so the correct amount of Pokédollars was collected, but not displayed. In Sutopolis City, there's an old lady in this house that will tell you about a rock wall on Mount Pyre that you can walk in. If you go down these stairs, you can go one step into the wall, but you're pretty much stuck. There's nowhere else you can go. You can come back out, but you can't go further in. This is kind of like a smaller version of some of the other glitches in the Weird Glitches series on this channel, because you can only move one space into the wall. Remember the walking on water glitch I showed you from Weird Glitches Pokemon Black 2 and White 2? Well, this is kind of like that in the sense that you're forcing trainers to go through obstacles that they normally wouldn't be able to go through, except this time the obstacle isn't the water. On Route 118, if you get the attention of the Aroma Lady Rose trainer while you're on a higher ground, she will walk up the ledge. In the area here with the fences on Route 121, you can get the Gentleman Walter to force his body through the fence just by initiating a battle on the other side of the fence. The final one of these obstacles that you're forcing trainers to go through is if you decide to enter the abandoned ship and stand by the wall, Tuber Charlie will somehow see you through the wall and then proceed to battle you while standing inside the wall. It's kind of creepy when you think about it. This one is really minor, but kind of odd, so I thought I'd include it anyway. Normally, when you exit the truck in the beginning of the game, there is no town label at the top of the screen, but you can force that town label to happen if you decide to save while you're still inside of the truck and then reset the game. You can see that even when you do reset it to make it say Littlewood, it doesn't come down like normal. It comes down and then kind of glitches away, like it just remembered at the last second that it's not supposed to be there. If you can time entering an underwater cave and pushing the B button at the exact right time of entering the cave, like shown here, the game will say, light is filtering down from above, would you like to use dive? If you choose yes, you can resurface right from where you are in that doorway. You can use this glitch to resurface into a rock tile instead of a water tile if you're in specific areas. This can be done at the entrance to Marine Cave from Route 104 or while entering into the seafloor cavern. Since you will have resurfaced on a rock tile instead of a water tile, it tricks the game into letting you walk on water. The Pokemon you encounter will still be the ones you would encounter if you were surfing, but you're walking. Even though you are walking in water, you can't walk back onto land, mount waterfalls, or fish. You can get out of this glitch by teleporting, flying, or diving and coming back up how you were supposed to, not in the doorway of a cavern. This is another one where I tried walking around for a bit to see how far I could go, and I really couldn't find any limit to it. It's kind of cool to see that this glitch basically works in both directions, surfing on land and walking on water. The good thing is that this walking on water glitch isn't limited to only the Japanese version, like the surfing on land one is. I also tried to see what would happen if when I was given the option to resurface, I chose no instead of yes. It actually let me stay in the doorway. So I tried saving and then I reset the game. When I loaded back in, the game pushed me one tile forward, and since I was facing straight, it pushed me up onto the tile above the doorway, or at least that's how it looks from our perspective here. You can't really go anywhere else from here, and saving and resetting again doesn't push you further. This is as far as the glitch will take you. On Route 134, there is an island of shallow water you can walk on, and in the bottom right corner of that, there's a peculiar tile. You can walk on it, but can't surf on it. But if you walk on it, it acts as a current and pushes you back to the left. I walked on these corners above it to show you that normally you don't get swept back. You get the same effect as if you were walking into a wall. The developers might have just mistakenly had the effect of the current outside of the island overlap by one square. I'm not sure, but it's really strange because I'm not aware of any other tile in the game that's like this. If you're unfamiliar with how the move Focus Punch works, it will charge up during the beginning of your turn you decide to use it, and then attack at the end of it. If during that charge up time your Pokemon is attacked, it will lose focus and won't attack that turn. The charging turn has a +8 priority. So, since you know how Focus Punch works more or less, you can trigger a glitch by selecting Focus Punch in a doubles battle with your first Pokemon, and then canceling that by pushing B, and switching into a different Pokemon instead. Then, your first Pokemon, which for me right here is Blaziken, will charge up and then switch out before any other Pokemon can make a move. This is because of the charging's +8 priority, and the glitch will somehow allow you to also switch out. It's pretty weird stuff. If you go to the Pokemart and try to sell items in bulk, there's a weird glitch where every 256 of an item you're trying to sell, the price is counted as 0 Pokédollars, even though it will display the correct selling price in the transaction. If you're gonna try this, you can try it out with berries because you can hold more than 99 of them. So for this example, we can see that I had 19,092 Pokedollars before selling 999 cherry berries. The cashier said he would pay 9,990 Pokedollars, and that's also what it said I received. But if we look at our cash flow at the end of the transaction, I have only 21,402 Pokedollars when I'm supposed to have 29,082 Pokedollars. So where did the rest of the money go? The way the math worked out was since 768 is a multiple of 256, it's 3 times that, I got 0 for the 768 berries plus 2,310 Pokedollars for the remaining 231 berries. So I only got a total of 2,310 Pokedollars for selling 999 berries. The rest of it was lost to the glitch. I heard there's also a glitch where if you can time it perfectly and push the thumbs up button below this video at the exact same nanosecond as the start of a new minute, then a fruit roll-up will come out of your computer. Sometimes other weird stuff comes out, but let me know if you got it to work in the comments down below. If you're watching this video, you probably know somebody else who might enjoy it, so sharing this video to them would be a great way to support the channel. If you'd like to see Pokemon Weird Glitches Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can click the I button that is in the upper right corner of the screen, or if you're on a PC, you can just click the annotation. Don't forget to check out the Weird Facts series on this channel for an even more diverse selection of games, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments and on Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.